Well, how safe are children online? UNICEF has drafted a new report, and it contains some troubling news for parents. Tom Walsh has more on what the study says and the measures parents can put in place to keep their kids safe.
If you recognize that noise, you're probably as old as I am. That used to be the sound of the internet connecting to your computer, as long as you had a home telephone line, a computer, and the internet. And even if you did get online, it would take forever to even load up a page. Now I can be online anywhere at any time with a whole host of toys and games at my fingertips. Sounds pretty good, right? Well, apparently not. According to a new UNICEF report, the internet is still a dangerous place, and not enough is being put in place to ensure kids' safety. The latest flagship report released by the UN organisation details how 1 in 3 users of the internet are children, pointing out that while new advanced technology has created some benefits, for the most part there still isn't enough done to protect children, with governments and the private sector not stepping up to create safe spaces. Carol Todd knows this only too well. 5 years ago, her daughter Amanda committed suicide after a relentless spate of cyberbullying. Now she advocates for better communication between parents and kids to ensure children are ready when they go online.
We need to go back to the prevention and talk to our kids really young. And I go back to that about behaviors, because what people are doing online, they're behaviors, and we have to talk about how to respect each other, how to be compassionate with each other, and why do we put negative things online, and having those conversations with kids at an earlier and earlier age, because if they're getting devices when they're 8, then maybe we need to have, start those conversations when they're 5.
The report also highlights Canada as one of the top 5 countries that hosts 90% of the world's child pornography websites. And while internet providers have made efforts to try and filter what children can or cannot see, for most families it's still up to the parents to try and keep their kids safe while also connected to the outside world.
I wouldn't let them use computers where in a room by themselves where I wasn't. I would make sure that everything was in a public space.
Discussing with your child what you think is appropriate content and what isn't, and making sure they check with you before they launch into anything different.
Tom Walsh, City News, Vancouver.